Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Amanda and this is Dr. Mommy Budgets. Today I am here to do my week 2 budget recap video for you. And doing a recap video, what I typically do is go through all of the transactions and expenses that I have done during that previous week. So you are going to see this information projected up on your screen as I go through these numbers, and that way we can kind of go through them together. So for those that are new to my channel, welcome. And for those that are not new, welcome back. I hope this sun isn't causing a problem here. Let's see, may need to move over. I wanted to kind of use some natural light today, but all right, we'll see if we can make it work. But for those that are new, typically a week budget recap video talks about, like I said, those items that I did have transactions for a 1 week period. Because I do get paid every single week, therefore I do a budget projection every week and a budget recap every week. Because I just like to write my numbers down to see what I did with my money for that week, and so that's why we are here. So let's dive right into this video. Now, up on the screen, you should see the projected sheet there, okay? And let's dive right in. This week 2 budget projection is going to go from the previous payday, which was November the 12th, 2021, until the following Thursday, which is today, November the 18th, 2021. Okay, so all of my recaps typically start at the previous payday and go up until that day before the next payday. And on that payday, I typically do a budget projection for the money. And that's kind of how the cycle goes. I project what I'm going to do with it. Then I come back and do a recap to let you know if I did that, and to also hold myself accountable to make sure that I am sticking to my budget. First item up on the sheet, as you can see, is a Checkers transaction. We did do Checkers sometime this past week. I have lost track with days. So I am so grateful to be able to have my web bill pay where I can go back and look at my transactions. But what I'm noticing here is that it looked like we did a lot of eating out, and I'm not apologizing or anything, because sometimes weeks go like that, and if they go like that, that's fine. So Checkers for $29.79, that came out of my Bill's checking account. For those that are new, I do leave money in that account, and it kind of build up over time, so I'm able to just do transactions like this and not really have to budget, all of the money down to the penny. It just kind of stay in there. And also, I do not like for that account to get totally down to zero, so that's why I leave a small amount of money in there weekly. Next is, guys, I know y'all see that whopping number right there, but anyway, it was an auto repair. Yes, I had a major auto repair for $3,000. Yes, the comma is behind the first number. Yeah, I know. $3,397.40. Yep. They had my vehicle problem for about 3 or 4 days, and all is well. It's done. It's fixed now. So that's just where it is. So that money came from gifts, overtime, and my miscellaneous account. What I was kind of glad about with that transaction is that I didn't feel pressured. I didn't feel like, oh, it was a burden, or I had to go into my emergency fund. As you can see, I did not say emergency fund. So I am just grateful that I did have other areas to pull the money from, and other ways of getting the money, especially the overtime that I can get at my job, just all those things. So that is why, like I keep saying, week after week or video after video, you have to put money aside. You have to put money aside. Cash money, liquid money, not investments, not 401ks, long-term, future type savings. Yes, they are very, very important too. I want you to be doing them all so basically, I want you doing all these things at the same time. I'm doing them at the same time, therefore, I am a person who has done it by experience, so therefore I'm telling you that it can be done. So you can pay down debt, you can save liquid cash for things like this, you can save for emergency fund for bigger items or repairs, you can save for the long term, you can invest, you can do it all at the same time. I know there are going to be some people who are going to disagree with that, which is totally fine. You can do your budgeting strategy and your dealings with your money based on how you think it will work best for you and your family. That's why this is called personal finance. So, yeah. So that's that. I felt good about that transaction because a lot of times when I'm making large purchases or paying large amounts like that, I don't really care to do that. But also another thing is, like I was telling my significant other, you will do what you really want to do or the things that you like to do. So you will spend your money on those. You will find a way to get it done. So I think that was part of this situation as well. I knew I was going to have the repair. I wanted my vehicle repaired. Did not want to go out and look for another vehicle, none of that. So I set out to make up a plan, a strategy. You have to put these things in place. So I was like, yeah, you'll be getting some overtime this week and then last week, and then you can pull this money out of here. Voila, you got the money, so plan, and save. Okay. Now, next item is Taco Bell for $17.82. That money also came out of the Bill's checking account. Like I said, guys, we did some eating out this week. Next is Pizza Hut for $11.77. Yes, I wanted a pizza, so I ordered me a pizza for lunch one day. That was that money also came out of my Bill's checking account. And last but not least, I had a little sick child in the home, so I went to Walgreens, and that was $35.06 for medicines and vitamins, and that money came out of the Bill's checking account. So that's that. There you have it. So wasn't too bad as it related to the amount or the total number of items, but the amount was pretty large this week. Okay, that's why we do budgets, and that's also why we do budget recaps. Now, as you can see, there's a star item there, which is the mortgage update. Yay! So I am going to pull out my amortization schedule, and we are going to talk about how much money I paid toward my mortgage this past week. Now, if you go back or if you recall last week's video on the budget projection, I projected to send $394 toward the mortgage principal last week, which is what I did. So now, let's see. I'm going to put this screenshot up there on the screen real quick so you can see where we left off last time. So that sheet should be there now. And as you see, our balance was $85,097.87. Now with that $394 principal only payment, we now have a new balance, and I'm going to write that in and project it up on the screen in just a few. The new balance with the $394 principal only payment is $84,700. $703.87. So we at 84s. We're in the 84s. I would love to try and get this number into the 70s by the end of the year. So that means I need to find roughly $4,700 between now and the end of the year. I'm not going to say that I won't, but I am definitely going to try as hard as I can to get that done. So at this particular time, the new balance is $84,703.87. And I was able to highlight another line off of the amortization sheet. So that actually knocked off another month of payments. And now I am going to project the sheet up on the screen again so that you can see the new balance with the highlighted line. So I also highlighted off line 88. So that means I have made roughly I haven't made physically 88 payments, but with all the lump sum monies that I've been putting toward the principal since April, I have been able to pay, how much is that? That's 88 payments since April 2021. What would that be considered? Let's see. How many years am I knocking off the mortgage at this time? Let's see. I'm trying to use my math skills, guys. It is so sad. I was a math major in college. I have a bachelor's of science and computer science and mathematics. And as I get older, I tell you, it's getting more and more difficult. I got to write it down. I'm on the back of the paper doing scratch work just in case. So just kind of bear with me here. I want to get this number to see exactly how many years I have knocked off this mortgage. I am thinking it is around 7. Let's see, is that right? Yes, that's actually right. I have knocked off 7 years. Listen at that. So April, let's see, May, June, July, August, September, October. This is the middle of November. So in 7 months, I've knocked off 7 years off of this 30-year mortgage. 7 months. Think about that. Making little extra payments here, there, 200 here, 300 there, 400, $75, $50, whatever I have. I put it toward the principal. And so, yeah, that is 7 years. So 7.2 years that I have knocked off this mortgage. That's crazy. So that's where we are at the moment. And I am excited about my new balance with my mortgage. And I'm going to continue to push forward and pay what I can find on this principal so that I can get it done. So this is all I have for this video. This is Dr. Mommy Budgets, and I would love it if you would please subscribe to my channel. Share this information with those who may need some sort of motivation as it relates to trying to get their finances in order, pay down their debt. Any little amount will help. So until next time, remember, we dream big, but start small around here. I will see you in the next one. Peace.